Okay, guys. My topic for the day that I would like to deep dive in is around it's around Kenya and the rise in heroin consumption. So once upon a time, Kenya was mostly a connect, for heroin, trafficking, which were destined mainly for the European countries, etc., etc. And this was mostly happening via the port, at least the city of Mombasa at most. But it seems now that the country that was mainly a connect within the value chain of heroin transactions, of which heroin mostly comes from Afghanistan, right? So from there, to pass through Kenya, and then from there it had to go to Europe and whatever else, But now what has happened as a result of that is that there's actually been a massive uptake of heroin itself within Kenya, whereby
as a result of that,
it's growing extensively to a point whereby a shot of it will cost you about $1.1. So that is pretty much 18 South African rand. You'll be able to get a shot of heroin. And
18 rand.
18.
What currency do they use in Kenya?
That'll be Kenyan shillings.
So how much would it be in Kenyan shillings?
So in Kenyan shillings, that will be, I'll give it to you in a minute.
So it's 18 rand here.
Yeah, that will be 120.
Very cheap for heroin.
Yeah, that'll be 120 Kenyan shillings.
Okay.
That is nothing in rand.
So you can now understand why this drug is so accessible and people are getting so high. So in the days gone, there used to be about a transportation of about 42 tons annually of heroin, that would pass via Kenya. And now,
how do they smuggle it in?
So Mombasa, which is a city in Kenya, is a coastal city. I think it's a very, very beautiful city.
They use planes. If not, they use the traditional way. They use people on the airport. Have you watched the airport?
I don't really know what they use in this particular case. However, we have about 150. Let me just check quickly. Let me just read this piece here, because traffickers kept around 5 tons aside for regional sales. By the way, this news, I got it from African News. If you guys are interested, you can check out African News. Traffickers kept aside 5 tons for regional sales as demand of heroin has flourished. So about 150 million worth of drugs is being sold in Kenya right now as heroin. So guys, so that's pretty much the story. But at the end of the day, this drugs is accessible to kids. It is accessible to anybody. I mean, what is 18 rand, KK?
Dude, that's like buying bread. Like,
thank you.
With change.
So that's how sad it is, and you know how addictive it is as a drug. You're just not impressed with you.
Buying bread with change, so you buy with 20
bread
rand.
Is like 14 rand, bro.
And then you get change.
Yeah, it's like buying bread, and bread is utilized daily. So see what I did there.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, it's a massive problem. It's a big problem.
And to top that, you touch base on terms of media, how accessible drugs and stuff is. It's like an elephant in the room. No one wants to speak about the entertainment industry. That there's a huge drug abuse in that space,
and behind the scenes as well. Because to be quite honest, I think in any industry where the hours are ridiculously long and you constantly need to fuel your energy and you're running on E and you're like, okay, what else can I do to maximize my ability to continue to be productive? People need, or they don't need them, but people will take drugs, and that's why in the entertainment industry, because they're constantly on the move, they need to stay productive and they need that energy, and so they take drugs to keep up with that life.
But you see, the certain artists that are not on those things, there's very few of them, but there is certain ones that have highlighted to say that they prefer and they share some of their routines and what they do. And then what causes the intake of drugs is because if you're all gonna overbook yourself and do a whole lot of roadshow without planning any sleep, obviously,
but that's
can't run.
ultimately they work. We forget that these people are not individuals or independent.
They have a team.
They under a label. They work for somebody, and this label are the ones who then put together the schedule. Because you must remember, guys, they thinking about profits.
Is it a reason though to do drugs?
No, it's not.
It's not a reason.
What
But
I'm saying
let's
is
be real.
there's an artist who does not engage.
Yeah.
Of which I will not mention the name. But he dissed the other artist who does take drugs, right?
Okay.
I think you can know who I'm talking about. So,
But
this now artist.
Before you guys jack the story, coming back
Check
to
the story.
Yeah. Coming back to the story, guys, I just want us to understand just how much this is impacting young kids.
You see, and you see it everywhere.
Exactly.
And is
a homeless
impacting
child can afford to buy himself a shot of heroin a day now, pretty much, if not 3 times a week, pretty much.
Sure.
I mean, do you understand the generation that we're currently raising? And if you also, I was checking out statistics in Africa as well. General drug usage is rising. Is rising exponentially, and this doesn't help when we've got now weed legalized in countries and all that kind of stuff. I'm just trying to say that who is it helping?
Weed is not a drug.
Weed is not a
Helping.
gateway drug. Can you guys stop with the weed?
Weed is not a drug.
Can you stop with the
Weed is a plant used in medicine.
Honestly,
Can we just separate that from the
y'all
plant?
need to
Okay,
stop
let me
doing
ask you a
this
question.
to the youth.
We all
Stop depriving the youth of weed.
No, hear me out. You have smoked weed, right? I have smoked weed.
You are putting
No. Let's be real. Let's be real. In my
questionable.
teenage years, I think in my teenage years, really, right out of varsity, like you said, KK, you hang around with the wrong people, you're gonna try things, right? I have smoked weed, okay, and I'm gonna be blunt and honest. It's the most stupid thing ever.
How did it treat you?
Let
What
me qualify.
Did you laugh a
Let me
lot?
qualify.
Did you see spiders?
Yeah, let me qualify. It's the most waste of time ever. I spend my time laughing, not taking anything seriously. Your brain, at least the effect it had on me, my short-term memory was jacked up, just messed up, not jacked up, but wrecked up, completely. I could not remember something that I said to you. If I was having this conversation, I'll be in a loop. So I'm just trying to say, do you need it?
No, you don't.
Really need it? Or is it an excuse that we bring up, like people that smoke cigarette? Oh yeah, no, I'm stressed, I'm smoking cigarette. I have smoked cigarette. It does not add anything to you, really. If anything, it subtracts from you. So I'm just trying to say, at the end of the day, do we need to smoke weed?
To answer you,
yes.
we don't need to smoke weed, and weed is not a drug. I will get that.
Thank you.
Weed is not a drug.
Thank you.
You know what's the saddest thing that is normalized is alcohol. How many deaths have people killed? Has anyone who smoked weed killed anyone?
Leave alcohol alone.
No, he mustn't leave alcohol alone.
We
He
will
must
not
bring
leave that.
alcohol into it.
No, guys.
We will start a riot
We
now.
must bring it.
If you are not careful, we will start a riot.
It's a
now.
drug. It's
Guys,
a drug, that thing.
Got you. So
Guys.
heroin comes from what? Comes from a poppy flower, right?
Yes.
Is it natural or not?
What?
Heroin, is it from a natural
Let me
plant?
tell you what makes it not natural, because
Okay.
they tamper with it. It's chemical.
Okay, fair
based.
enough.
No
Fair
one
enough.
tampers with weed, bro. It's a plant. They just light it.
And they try it. And then roll
Listen,
it.
I'm not an ambassador
smoke
of.
it.
Listen, let me just
Okay.
get one thing straight. I'm not an ambassador of weed. I'm just saying from a person. Disclaimer.
Advocate.
Disclaimer. I'm not an ambassador.
Going, bro.
No, listen. I'm not an ambassador of weed, but I will defend it, because in my youth days, when I did indulge in such substance called weed, a plant, that was never filtered with, that was never, we laughed. My mates in the UK right now, we used to sit down and we laugh and we eat chips, and
Okay,
we
all right.
had
So-
a
We
ball.
eat chips and have deep conversations.
Excuse me,
about
deep conversation.
Yes,
Do you know how
we
much
have deep-
rubbish come out of people when they're smoking weed?
They speak the truth.
But
No, bro.
here's the thing.
No.
Let's not
For
run
me,
away from the
no,
the drug thing.
I'm sorry. You and I on that we're not gonna agree. For me, weed is an illicit drug. It's an hallucinogen. That thing takes you out of your brain. People lose reality check with it. It's the same as alcohol.
No, you don't lose reality check.
Are you kidding me?
No, you don't.
Are you when you smoke weed?
No, you don't lose reality check.
don't.
With alcohol, you do. Yes.
How many people smoke weed and become paranoid? They seeing things.
Well, it doesn't have the same effect on me like those people. They see spiders. That's not me.
You become
I
a
laugh. I laugh and have a good
Irate.
time because you know what's the sad part, man? Even with alcohol, is the same thing. People that are angry naturally and drink alcohol, what do you think is going to happen?
I don't know, Keke. Let's leave alcohol alone, bro.
Weed
Let's come back
heightens.
to
I
weed.
feel like weed heightens.
Okay, Ginger's not spoken.
Because
Let
he
Ginger
consumes
speak.
alcohol. Please go back to the alcohol, please.
Dude, I've got
Alcohol
a
is a
cabinet full of
drug.
whiskey.
Yes,
but you're
but
never
what I'm-
gonna find me
But
drunk.
what I'm saying is, JC, right? The same way someone will have the same say, I have a cupboard of weed. They don't smoke it and finish themselves and lay on the floor. That's my argument.
All right, question.
Yeah.
Is weed addictive or not?
No, it's not addictive.
Wow.
Weed is not addictive.
What?
Guys, weed is not addictive. Look at the people smiling at me. Hey, guys, weed is not addictive. Weed is not addictive. The person consuming the weed is what the alcohol is addictive. Can tell anyone to quit
Okay,
alcohol now.
anything can
tell
be-
anyone
let's
to
look.
quit alcohol now.
Anything
No,
can,
dude,
That's why there's a reason
okay,
for
okay, okay.
alcohol.
anything can be addictive. It doesn't make it a drug. It doesn't make it a drug. I could be addicted to
Guys, alcohol is a
Plucking-
drug.
Why are you guys fighting
I could
me?
be addicted to
Why are you
plucking
fighting
my
me? I'm just
skin.
saying.
Alcohol is a drug. Let's get that straight. Alcohol is a drug in South Africa.
Of course
that is
it
a
is.
big problem. Or however, we can't grow alcohol from a plant, can we?
KK, look, man, leave
Oh,
alcohol alone, bro.
Let's answer this.
No.
Can we
no.
grow alcohol
What
from a
with
plant?
you and alcohol? Leave it alone. I'm just saying.
He knows. He knows. You know why he's trying to run away from me to come to you. Please continue with what I'm saying.
alcohol is can be fruit and plant and barley and apple and
Alcohol
and
is-
you are
grapes.
doing this
if
to
you
me.
let a food ferment, that's it. It's
Yeah.
alcoholic. It's simple as that.
Yeah.
Guys, grapes can be turned into wine. No one filters or adds substance or put preservative.
But is that wine alcoholic or not?
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Wait, listen to what I'm saying, guys. Wine has a different effect than actual alcohol.
Bruh, stop it now. Kick it.
Aye,
Stop.
hey,
Stop.
guys,
Stop.
I will put.
And in closing, Ginger, please talk.
Let's say closing Ginger because now I'm pressured
Ginger.
to say something.
Ginger, tell the truth.
What
Guys,
must I
when
say?
you drink- When you drink wine,
When you drink wine,
which is natural,
which is
Okay, his
natural,
mic is
and
off.
and when you drink alcohol,
and when
does
you
it
drink alcohol,
is it the same thing?
is it the same thing?
You see,
Let's be
you're
honest.
fighting me.
Let's be honest with each other.
It's alcohol.
Nah, but does it hit the same?
Okay, guys, please listen. Let's go back to Kenya.
Are you
We can
talking about
discuss
spirits?
this later.
Are you talking about spirits? And
Yes, doesn't hit
Does-
the same.
it doesn't hit the same, but it's
wine-
still the same thing. You still get drunk.
No, guys, it has a different high. to
No,
it.
okay, stop.
I've drank
No,
wine before.
stop.
And wine doesn't
No.
make me like.
Okay, it's okay.
Wine makes you sleepy, right? And what does whiskey do? It heightens your emotions. So if you're sad, then you're super
I can't
sad.
win. I'm done. Drop.
I'm
Okay.
just
I'm
asking.
storming out.
Don't touch me on my studio.
Don't start me in my studio. All right, guys. Look, guys, all I'm trying to say in closing is that as much fun as we're making out of this, out there's a child who has run away from home because they've lost their mind, because they're on drugs. Right now, there's people that are not looking after their families, and these
They're
drugs are
on
becoming
drugs.
insanely accessible. I love Kenya. I love Nairobi. I've been there tons of time. I love it. It's one of my favorite places.
Yeah.
But I was so shocked the other day, coming out of a restaurant, and it was around 11 at night or so. This young kid comes to me and says, "Hey, bro, do you know where I can get cocaine?"
Ah.
I'm like, God damn, dude, do I look like I'm a drug? You know, do I look like I'm
A little bit.
I was expecting that to go. You read it to that one.
We're gonna fight. So, but you know what I'm saying?
Especially just like this. You look like
Exactly.
Latrell, the drug dealer.
You look like an American dude.
You really look like- you
who
look like
sells drugs
Latrell.
at the corner.
So you think American those sell drugs in the corners?
Yeah? No,
Yeah?
they do.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
God, you're gonna die, dude.
That's rude. How can you say
Why
that?
would you say that?
It's
Okay,
like
do
saying
they
an
sell
African
drugs
is
in the house?
hungry.
Did they say drugs in?
Yeah, the Americans do sell drugs drugs on the street.
God
What do you think they sell
damn.
the drugs?
His battery is off. KK's battery is off.
Bye,
and this
KK,
thing
you
is
out
off.
of the conversation.
We're done.
KK's
We're
got
done.
out of the conversation.
Okay,
Yo.
wait,
Bye.
wait. I'm looking for KK. Where is he?
Wait. Try again. Maybe we might find him.
drugs
Maybe we
sold?
might find. Try
Are they
again.
not sold
Wait.
on the street?
Oh.
Oh
Drugs not sold on the streets. Yo, are drugs not sold on the streets?
no! Okay, soon to go is KK's voice. Wait a minute. No! That's a wrap, guys.
Bye,
Have a
KK.
great week. Love you guys.